Well, hey, good morning everyone, and it is a good morning and good news for you guys as well. It's just a quick little news update with a few things to run through that changed yesterday for the better. Very good news. I'm feeling very positive. It's a gorgeous day over here in Tenerife. If you are new to the channel, a big welcome. If you're returning to the channel as well, welcome. New video, all good. The main bit of good news is that tests returning back to the UK from the likes of here, Tenerife, etc. when you travel are now scrapped. I'm going to go through all of that in a moment. It's going to make your holiday much cheaper, much easier and much less stressful. But first I'm going to quickly run through the latest COVID figures, as we always do. The Ministry of Health reported the death of 9 people from COVID today. This was as of yesterday. 5 men and 4 women aged between 62 and 99 years old. Of the total, 6 people died in Gran Canaria, 3 in Tenerife. All were admitted to hospital and had previous health problems. Overall, 5,098 new cases in the Canary Islands. That was as of yesterday. The latest figures for today haven't quite come out yet. Of those new cases, Tenerife 2,313, Gran Canaria 1,716, Lanzarote 463, La Palma 289, Fuerteventura 249, La Gomera 50 and El Hierro 18. So again, no huge jump. It is starting to level off, which is good. Total active cases overall 54,150 now. Tenerife 28,660. Gran Canaria 17,781. Lanzarote 3,160. Fuerteventura 2,715. La Palma 1,514. La Gomera 173 and El Hierro 147. So it's gone up a little bit, but it's not a huge jump. It is sort of leveling a little bit. It is Thursday today. There is a lot of rumour that we might move into level 4. Personally, I could be wrong, but I do think we'll stay in level 3. Simply because all the festivities after today are finished. A lot of people won't be going out. All the parties are done, the meals out, the gatherings. Christmas is done, New Year's done, King's Day is done. The next few weeks, I think, are going to, for residents especially, going to be a little bit quieter. Everyone's spent up, everyone's back to work, etc. So I don't personally think moving into level 4 will make any difference. And I don't think we will move into level 4. I think we'll stay in level 3. We're in the parameters to move into level 4, but I think it will stay level 3. Do keep an eye out for that. That's going to come out later on today. I'll try and post the news article on the YouTube channel or even on the Facebook page, but it's not quite out yet for me to give you that. Let's hope for level 3 anyway. Not too much of a difference anyway. It's mainly just capacity in the bars and restaurants that changes. So the main big good news today, I'm sure a lot of you will have already seen it. COVID pre-departure travel tests are to be scrapped. So no more getting a test when you come over to Tenerife. You don't have to get a test to fly home with anymore, which was becoming a bit of a problem. The queues here in Los Cristianos for the test centres were a nightmare. My friends just travelled home. They waited about an hour and a half to get a test, and they spent about €70. So it is going to be a big saver. The rules on testing are to be eased for people travelling to England. Bear in mind, this is England, not the UK. So hopefully Scotland will follow the same sort of route, but at the moment this is just for England. The government has announced, following calls from the travel industry, they were struggling. I know reservations, travelling was way down. As of 4 AM on Friday, fully vaccinated travellers coming to the UK will no longer have to take a test before they travel. So as I said, you won't need to get a test from over here. The rules for self-isolating on arrival will also change. The shake-up was confirmed by Boris Johnson earlier following calls from firms who said the measures are not really effective now for Omicron. It's spreading massively, and as they've found, Omicron not quite as bad as they thought it might be. Under the current rules, in force until Friday, all fully vaccinated travellers over the age of 12 must show proof of a negative lateral flow or PCR test taken 2 days before they travel back to the UK. Fully vaccinated people must also pay for a PCR test within 2 days of arrival and self-isolate while waiting for the result. Now that will change on Friday. Under the new rules from 4 AM Friday the 7th of January, people who are fully vaccinated and those aged under 18 will no longer need to take a test before travelling to England from countries outside of the UK. That includes Tenerife. On arrival, they will also have to take a PCR test, but they will no longer have to self-isolate awaiting the result. So, no test here. When you get back, you'll need to have a PCR test, but you don't have to self-isolate until you get the result like you used to. From 4 AM on Sunday the 9th of January, you will only have to take a lateral flow test instead of a PCR test on day 2. This test must be bought from a private company. It can't be the free NHS one. So you will have to make sure you do book and pay for one, but they're much, much cheaper. Unvaccinated travellers will need to continue to take a pre-departure test, have a PCR test on day 2 and day 8, and self-isolate for 10 days. So no changes really if you're not fully vaccinated. But it is great news for you guys. If you want to come over to Tenerife, you're fully vaccinated, all you do is fill in the Spanish health form, show your proof of vaccination at the airport, come and enjoy a nice holiday, relax, stay safe, wear your mask where you should, etc. Plenty of hand sanitizer. Then you can fly home. All you've got to do is to fly home is fill in your UK traveller form, and on that traveller form you'll just have to put your booking confirmation number for a lateral flow test if you're travelling after Sunday. Lateral flow test, about £20, it's probably even cheaper if you hunt around, and that's it. So much cheaper, much easier. It's taken away all that fear of testing positive over here and getting stuck abroad and you're stuck for 2 weeks. All that worry has now gone. You do have to obviously still stay safe. Maybe bring a few free lateral flow tests just to keep an eye on yourself. If you do get any symptoms, you can test yourself. At the pharmacy here to buy them if you just want to do one at home at your own leisure. I think they are about €10 or so. So if you can bring a few NHS ones, bring them with you just to stay safe. But so much easier now, so much easier, so much cheaper. Obviously you do still have to be fully vaccinated to enter Tenerife, Spain, Canary Islands. That does apply to children as well still. Now hopefully they might reassess that coming up to maybe the half-term weeks. At the moment kids aren't really travelling, they're back at school very soon. So I think hopefully maybe that'll be a reassess for the half-term, and maybe they will change the rules for children travelling over. Because at the moment they do want children over the age of 12 to be fully vaccinated to enter Tenerife, Spain. It's on the government website here as well. I will leave the links in the description so you can read them for yourself. It does say here, children under the age of 12 do not need to show proof of being fully vaccinated to enter Spain. So it's under 12. So if they're 12 and over, they must be fully vaccinated and they must show proof of that when they get here. At the moment, that's as it stands, but hopefully we might see that reassessed over the next couple of months. Hopefully maybe for the half-term, couple of weeks in February time. But for now, that is it. I hope you are happy with that news. I certainly am. I've seen a few more reservations coming in for cars. People feeling a lot more positive about their holiday now. The stress has gone away. The cost has gone away a lot more as well now. So much easier just doing a lateral flow test on day 2 back in the UK. About £20 and job done. Remember though, at the moment it's still got to be a PCR test when you get back to the UK. It changes on Sunday the 9th. So bear that in mind. If you're travelling in the next few days, you still need to have a day 2 PCR test booked. It changes on the 9th. But you don't have to self-isolate when you get back now. It's just a day 2 PCR. Then on the 9th, it'll change to a lateral flow. I hope you did enjoy that news update. If you did, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. I will keep you posted on if we change level this afternoon. Hopefully we stay in level 3, which I think we will. That's my belief. And yeah, weather's great. You've got kayakers going out there. Sea's lovely and flat. I've seen a few whale and dolphin trips out. Generally very quiet today. It is the Spanish Christmas Day. It's King's Day, which is the 6th. Very quiet. The roads are quiet. A lot of shops and bars and restaurants closed today, but they should open up later on. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. stride on, and I'll see you next for another little update. Let's hope the news stays on this positive trend. I am a very happy boy.